Yasin, tell me he's alive. He is, my liege, but I must see him. He won't see you. The loss, What do you mean, the loss? I mean, he blames you for what's happened, Sultan. He told me specifically not to allow you to see him. But he must see me. I must see him. I cannot. I cannot. He is so angry. In his anger, he may do himself more harm. No. I will wait. I will see him after. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with our Sultan Abd al-Rahman III, the disgraceful of Al-Andalus. Don't really think the disgraceful is fair, but things are as they are. So I didn't know this, but Corsica had Pisa split off from it, and when Pisa split off, I ended up having a Christian vassal. But he has a 100% chance to accept conversion, which is a good idea for him to do. I don't believe he'll keep his word, but, you know, it's important that he understands. And if his children come of age, still believing that they are Ashari, then most likely they'll stay that way. Don't think we're going to have time to do any more wars in Egypt before my untimely death, and we are working currently on a hunt right now, which we started last episode, sort of avoiding something that is the next step of development that usually I don't even get to, because it's unusual to reach this early in the game, and that is I can start developing out the titles, the territory of other people in my court to make money off of higher taxes. It is a very, very slow and gradual way of increasing wealth as opposed to the fast method of upgrading your own buildings. But we can do it. Probably want to pick people that are closely related to us, that we actually, you know, have pretty strong feelings towards. Oh, it looks like Hisham here, and before him his father, Prince Issa, my brother, actually unified the islands. I mean, he did so at the expense of kicking my own son out, but it's fine. Not much I can do about it now. Gonna upgrade his farms and fields. And then I'm gonna upgrade his cattle pasture here. So we're gonna use the rest to cap off our caballeros. Oh, that's not even the rest. So we can also increase these cattle pastures here. I was thinking maybe I should do it in Alexandria, my grandson's territory, but they're actually quite well developed down here already. Like, they're not doing bad. Fruit orchards, that's cool. I like that. And let's go to that hunt now. Spent all that money. Hopefully we'll make some profit off of it. Child of my dynasty. My daughter, Khandan, has given birth to a daughter. So, out of wedlock. But, alright, I suppose. She'll be the only one of her children of our dynasty because they were born when she didn't have a husband. It's a little interesting. Mark of distinction. The Umayyad dynasty banner has increased in fame, as it should be. Good. And then I have a daughter who... Mawash? No, let's call her Ushar. Ushar. There we go. Ushar. My sister died, which dumped a bunch of stress on me. More family and friends dying. That's what you expect at this age, though, of course. The hunt will probably calm me down. At least that's the usual expectation. Will, too, our courtier is angry, and it's kind of nice to see other people have hard times, too. You know, makes me feel a little less isolated to see other people get upset when bad things happen. Let's take this guy's 5 gold. No, we won't. I want to start avoiding taking gold from our family members before it starts getting out of control. It already got out of control. Look how much we degraded our unity by stealing gold. Fine, we'll get it back. We'll get it back. So be it. A nice relaxing hunt. Good shot. This guy has killed a beast. And the hunt is over. So we had a successful hunt. We lost 50 stress. That's great. We gained... Can't have gained the hunter trait. I've had the hunter trait for a while. Oh, we finally got to the middle of the path. Let's finish that hunt then. Some new item appear? Oh, he gave us the gazelle horn. That's interesting. Is it better than my antelope horn? No, my antelope horn is probably just better. Because the gold effect is powerful vassals. And we will always have lots of those. We won't always have guys here. But I'm not going to insult his gift by immediately selling it. We'll just keep it on hand for a bit. Wali Khalid's friendship. Why can he not leave me in peace? So he's trying to become my friend. These events are pretty tough on me, but I will accept the friendship gesture. And add another friend to the list of people waiting to cause me pain when they die. Increased military presence. Good. What is this? There are some things we are looking for. He wants to forge a goblet. A goblet is a pedestal item. We have some pretty poor pedestal items. We could take a goblet, and he is merely decent. Learning lifestyle perk. I guess we can hit Iron Constitution. So, this guy. You. Would you like to go to prison? Cool. I could ransom you, but that's unlikely. Another member of my family. All these payments from members of my family. My daughter here has finally become 6 years old. She wants to be a steward. I would do it myself if I wasn't an old man. This guy is the best guy. Can I get him to convert? He will accept. Good. Now we will get him to be our daughter's guardian. What do we want to do with the guy who is plotting to murder our literal son and heir? Well, we could execute him. Very bad for family unity. I don't really feel like doing it either. We could negotiate his release. The other thing we could do is we could put him in the dungeon, where he will, for plotting the murder of my son, live out his natural life, but that also makes me upset. So I guess the only thing we can really do here, I think, wow, what would we do? We wouldn't execute him because he didn't fulfill his plan. But I don't think we would just let him go either. I think we just suck up the stress down for putting him in prison. The problem is, it's a lot of negative house unity for putting him into the dungeon. And I could ransom him off. Or I could do nothing about him for a while and just leave him in prison. I think we're going to do nothing about him for a while and leave him in prison. For now, he's fine in prison. Travel arrival. I can go inside again. Let's look at what we got people doing here. So everything is ticking out. We got to get another place converted to our faith. That will probably do. Let's see where we're at here. We are at 14 of 19. We're really getting there. So there's only 5 more to complete. That's not a lot at all. Lure of Vendetta. The hole my kinsman Sarur's death has left in my heart remains clawed open each time I think of her foul killer and the justice that remains to be served. Day after day, the cruel logic of revenge dominates my thinking, fueled each night in fitful dreams where I see Hashmadan and the house Abbasid wrecked by the same grief my family endures. Because I'm compassionate, I don't think I'm going to do this, even though part of me thinks that I should. But no. My compassion holds me back. I don't want an open rivalry. Just him, though? Just him, though. No, we would just not do that. Not a great move, making a rival that you don't plan to do anything about. I don't think this is the right time to go into a house war with the Abbasids. They're just more devious than us, and I am afraid that they will murder people we care about. For now, the game is play nice and pretend that Alexandria was all that we wanted. No. The guy you're trying to get out of my prison tried to kill my son, and we really don't know what to do about it yet. We're definitely not letting him go yet. Go now. Yes. Yes. We shall hunt. Oh, we've been in a hunt over here before. This guy holds good hunts. Okay, so we need to pause. We finally went down to friendly, which is not good enough. So we need to immediately steer house unity back towards harmonious. Puts us back into harmonious, and then we're going to have to maintain this better. Because we do not want that to fall again before we die. And we only have 10 points of buffer right now. There are ways we could make it better. We could find house members to befriend. Let's see, is there anybody that we would like to extol the virtue of? We did with our heir long ago. I mean, we could extol the virtue of our son, the mercenary captain. Fine. For the good of the house, I will show mercy. And I will let him go, asking nothing else in return. But only for the good of the house. He needs to learn to not plot murders. Next time, he won't see any mercy from me next time. It shall be mine. What is this? Is Bejeweled Quran? These are good. These are a good item. Like, just getting these is almost always a good idea. 180. Why are we so far behind on money? Is one of our tax collectors doing a bad job? Has something happened to our taxation here? Do we have... We have an excellent taxpayer in our son who could take over the job from him, at least until he dies. Everybody else is only good. Let's put our son in there for now. Just to keep the taxes up. It shall be mine. Did we ever get all of our we did. So why oh. Probably because of the cost of the unit, I would suppose. We now have a Bejeweled Quran. Oh, we are now infirm. Now, infirm shouldn't affect our real health very much because we have so much stuff that makes up for it. How about get thief? Oh, come on. How are we getting debt so fast? That is crazy. Usually it takes a while to get debt. Demand payments. Drop this aside and just take a look here. Wow, our poor spouse is mutilated. I wonder when that happened. Looking at the house, our level is 75. We have 15 points to work with to stay up. That's fine. 24 days. The old man goes for another hunt. People are probably starting to think that this isn't really the greatest thing. That I'm spending all my time going on pleasure hunts. We must find the villain behind this. Yes, of course, do your job. Let's get out there. My counselor died of a fatal apoplexy. That was my marshal. Oof. We are running out of good marshals. My brother-in-law is not a good marshal, but I should be working on him. Guy is also a problem. Everybody's a problem right now. You can take this job. And we need to start working on our vassals because we have powerful vassals. So we have powerful vassals who aren't so sure of us right now, so we got to work on them. This kid especially. For the sake of our son, we need to smooth out relations with them before we die. Slightly increased experience. Clever thing got away. Well, that's fine. Let's leave this adventure behind. We've cleared our stress again, gotten more hunting experience. Let's go home. Those are so tempting. They're so tempting. But no, we need to not do that. We need to not continuously steal from our family. In debt. Can't believe we got 3 separate debt events from one short time as in debt. That's actually wildly bad. We do want to check these though, because some of these people, like this Emir here, is not a member of our family, so we will absolutely take his 55 gold. And this Emir here is not a member of my family, so we will absolutely take gold from him too, when the time comes. Because they will not spend their gold in appropriate ways, so we will spend it in appropriate ways for them. Okay, so we have gone on another hunt. I think we'll just take this guy's 47 gold, cut that off a little early so I don't keep obsessively looking at it. Our money situation is doing well. We have good military strength. We have our full unit of caballeros now up in here. Get these bowmen. I'm still not 100% sure on them. Where do we have them stationed? Here. What do we have built here? Nothing that really helps them. That's okay. Let's drop back down to 3 and we'll look at some things. Borders of Faith. So our Emir, Constans, is having trouble with his faith because of talking to Christians on the borders. I will reignite his fervor myself. Yes, I will. Because I'm just that good. Maybe try to figure out who doesn't have alliances with us and try to clean that up a little bit. Show Emir Abd al-Rahman in at once. Oh, he comes bearing gold. Where is he? Where is his territory? Here. Well, we could give him a gift, potentially. Does he have any territory that could use a nice upgrade that we can afford? Like, we can pay for the upgrade on his farms and fields, I think. Just to increase the amount of available tax. We just want spectacular relationships between ourselves and all of our vassals, because they will help our son out so much. Lower the stress gain now. I think it might have been 5 years. Wild as that seems. No, it hasn't. So we could go for Delta. He's in a state of weakness. But I think we still have a truce. Yeah, we do. Dang it, I was hoping the truce would be over. How long is the truce? 8 months. He'll probably be recovered in 8 months, but that's okay. That is okay, because if we're alive in 8 months and he's not recovered, we will try to take the Delta and continue our war. See if we can't invest in our son's territory down here in Egypt. Oh, sorry, should I say our grandson's territory down here in Egypt. Let's see. I can't buy him soldiers. He's actually already done, so that's good. Who else do we have that we can help out? None of the rest of our sons are landed at all. We don't want to demand payment from any of them. Do we have any Christian vassals? Because we should be managing our Christian vassals, making sure that they understand their positions. This guy, the heathen, where's he? Up here. Shouldn't he be in someone else's territory? Is the reason why this is happening the Asturias doesn't exist? No, he holds Asturias. Alright, well, we demand his conversion. He will do it. Good. Okay, we just want to make sure all of our major vassals are religiously aligned with us, we'll say. Swear an oath of true friendship. This is my brother. Let's do it. We should also synergize our friendship. Stewardship and learning. Perfect. So let's synergize our friendship as well. Muslim play in Isabilia. So we are doing 2000 Al-Andalus Nights. It is a play. A pious night at the theater it is. Yes. As I watch the play unfold before me, it quickly becomes clear why Mudrick is so well known as a literary genius. The prose, the performance, all of it makes me feel as if though I am witnessing the events of the Quran unfold in front of me. As if I were to behold Allah's work myself. Once the play has drawn to a close, I find myself alone in Mudrick. I think I could write a better play than that, to be perfectly honest. So who are we going to get to do this? We want somebody with good diplomacy. Myself in disguise, of course. It's me! I'm the star! Dramatic debut. What a night. So we have done very well at writing a wonderful religious play. And let's just take mental resilience. We inherited the Sheikdom of Durba from Sheikh. Who is this? So he died without an heir. And we inherited his spear. This maritime trading handbook. Okay, change in circumstances. Amir Abman, the warden of my courtier, Daria, has died without securing the Aglabid succession. It's a keep and a mosque. Let's see what we can do here. If we look at our succession, all of this goes to our son. I could grant the temple holding, though. The kid ended up being lusty. Alright, that's a thing. He's also eccentric. Wow. What a weird kid. Lusty, eccentric, stubborn. Okay, it's fine. Again, we should probably grant this temple to somebody who's smart. Let's just make this only Umayyad. Got lover's pox. I don't think I should trust a church to him. Maybe this guy? Yeah, it's you. That is now yours to manage. Steward it well. We can now hold the last territory so our son can keep it. This tiny little territory down here in Africa. I'm pretty fine with that. Let's look at what we got. We got this new spear. This birder spear. It's not very good, so we'll just get rid of it. This Masterwork Maritime Trading Handbook is pretty good. We should keep it on hand for when we're doing stewardship experience. And the one of these that we're not going to keep, we're going to now get rid of. Also get rid of the rough gemstone. No reason to keep it. And we use that money to advance our vassals by building buildings for them. I suppose we could build these out next time we have a bunch of money. I've sort of been avoiding it. But it is probably a good idea to build out all the holdings as well. I do like to spread the money around among my vassals, though. My loyal vassals especially, it's good to keep them strong. Just looking here at our innovations, what are we working on? A scheme at court. Somebody's trying to kill my courtier. Considering my life's deeds, it is only natural that others should respect me. I am convinced that Emir Asim has also accomplished a thing or two which fills him with pride. Perhaps I should commission a small poem comparing our deeds. Sure. Let's get it done faster. Then we can move on to the next one. We finished our convert faith task. Now, you are still working down here? Why is this taking forever? This should not take this long. Only going up by one a month. I guess I just don't have any other things that boost it. Maybe we should hire a seneschal since we're pretty flush on money. Our grandson would be good, so we'll put our grandson, Salhadin, into the position. Future heir, second in line. We don't have a court tutor either, which is not good for those people who are trying to learn. Let's put you in charge. Which is basically the chief Qadi, the judge. I was thinking about putting somebody in here as well. I could have my grandson do it as well. Just that 1 point of extra stewardship, that little bit extra money. Ooh, so we passed out some of our diplomatic courtier traits, and our grandson has picked up his first trait from us. Good, good. Befriend enjoyable evening. So we have now befriended him. That's good. We've repaired our powerful vassal relationship. We have one more powerful vassal who is not 100% convinced. Actually, all of our powerful vassals are 100% convinced of us now. Is there any other Christians hiding in here? Oh no, this guy. This is the one who isn't convinced. So let's go right to a befriend with him. He's high enough that it should just be enough. So yes, these are the quiet end days of our life. They want to arrange a marriage between our grandson. It's always Maghreb. It's always Maghreb. No, no. Our grandson, no. In fact, we probably, now that he's 16, should arrange this marriage ourselves. 22-year-old is zealous. I mean, he's going to have lots of wives in his life, right? Her being 22 is not going to make any difference at all, being slightly older than him. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's finally marry in someone who's Amazonian. I wonder what would happen if I imitate the practices that I found in the texts. Let's test the mystical practices. Secret exposed. Who would have known? So this kid was fathered by someone other than the husband of that woman. That's tragic for the boy's future, really. Locked in a room, strange powers on a burning fire provided overpowering heat, smoke, and smells as I tried to feel the things that lie beyond the world of senses. I need to try again to see if anything's different, so we'll continue the experiment. Have cleaned up the problems down there. Let's move on to the next. debt difficulty up here. A scheme at court. So, this guy is scheming against her. I mean, just throw him in jail. And then ransom him to himself. Oh, ooh, this is what I'm seeking. We become a wise man. Let's do it. We figured it out. We figured out the ancient knowledge. So we have become a wise man in our late years, and we've become pretty knowledgeable about the ways of the world. Very good. All right, so our courtier has returned home from her hostages. From being a hostage. I think it might be time to declare war here for the Delta. Declare war for a county, and we're gonna take... Should we take Cairo before the Delta? Think about taking... We're not doing county, we're doing duchy. Think about taking Cairo is it sort of cuts Egypt off a bit. So he does have this coast down here. But it's... I think we would try to conquer the coast first. Now, as you can see, though, he's regained his strength. I have no allies now, and he has more strength than me when it comes to the participation of his allies. His allies are providing him with the difference, though. I don't have the money anymore to get an enormous amount of mercenaries. It makes this a very difficult situation, because apparently somehow I am once again not in an alliance with Maghreb, even though we've been in an alliance with them for literally ever. How's Fazan doing? I mean, I do have daughters, but all of his sons are old. Like, say, you, to reestablish the Maghreb alliance. Now, let's see what else we got here that's a pretty good alliance. We'll do this through looking at the children. Down here at the bottom of the list, we have this daughter. Yeah, it always feels like that. It always feels like it's all Abbasids and internals. There are some people like him in North Africa, but I mean, we could arrange a marriage to her to like one of our grandsons or one of our sons, I suppose. This prince here, Dulaf, is still unmarried. A bit better. Could arrange a marriage here. Oh, he's infertile. Does that even matter to me? Could arrange a marriage here, though. To this daughter. That might be enough to swing the tide if we were to declare war to take the Duchy of Cairo. Interesting. Let's do it. I think we can win this. I think it's possible for us to win this war. I have confidence after my last war that we can make this happen, so let's make this happen. Do the Delta. We then want to come up here. I'm guessing he's probably going to get mercenaries that I really can't afford. If I have to, I have to, though. Does make me a little nervous. Mercenary-wise, these are the strongest mercenaries that we can afford. They're all archery mercenaries in our price range. We're going to go into debt a little bit. I didn't know that that was happening. We'll bring him in. That's going to be a problem here because he's going to join the war for him. That's all right. We took the risk. We took the risk and we're doing it. It's happening. What is his other war? He's winning 2 other wars, but they're really far away. So we're going to want to, like, surge this war, I think. We're probably going to have the same thing happen as last time, which is if he can bring his troops over here fast enough to actually engage in a war with us, it's going to end up with him probably trying to attack stuff in the islands. What is this? Another territory where they were not able to get an heir. Another bejeweled Quran. It's a good item. I now hold this and this, right? There has to be one more, so maybe... Oh, that's what we hold. Okay, let's go to our third son here, and we shall grant him the whole coast and the emirate. Good. We can vassalize this guy. Interesting. That will take him out of the war. Will that take him out of the war? I don't know. I've never vassalized somebody who is my current ally in a current war. That's literally never happened before. This marriage will now take place. Excellent. Let's look what we've got. We're going to take this off and replace it with the second bejeweled Quran. Because they're just better intelligence items than what we're currently using. All the rest of this is good. I think we're going to head down this... No. Besiegers, you stay. Okay, let's stop. We're doing weird stuff we don't want to do. Stop. Okay, so we want to split off about 1,000 extra levies. I'm going to select this, and we want to join this up with our besiegers, not with you. Okay, and then the other army, we want it to come down here and land on Giza. What is this? I will accept your gift. Thank you. Ooh, suddenly money again. Very nice. Donate to charity. Hold court. No, our stress is good. Our stress is good. I mean, we constantly donate to charity. It's important to note that, like, when you have that thing, you're literally losing taxes every single month forever because you're in Providence. So it's not like we don't donate to charity just because we don't click on this button. We are giving so much money to charity. Muzaffar. Interesting. Cool name. Are these guys actually in this war, or are they hanging out doing something unrelated to us? They're not actually in the war. Good enough. You want a divorce from her? You're asking again. No, I'm not doing it for you. You're old. You have sons. You're fine. You know, I don't actually know if he does have sons. I thought he did when I looked the first time, but it's possible that I saw a girl that I thought was a boy because I never actually clicked on their portrait. Alright, so the old man has died. After all this time, the old man has died. And now his son is in their place. Let's arrange a marriage to his daughter with my just born young son. Mutual understanding. We are now friends. Good. That means all my powerful vassals are my friends now. That's one of those goals we wanted and we have succeeded at. We've taken a prisoner in the siege here. Throw her in jail. My wife? No, I will not accuse my wife. Now this is where this gets tough because we're going to be hanging our sieging army out here. And if he does decide to try send people right now to deal with us, it will be a problem. What is this? I feel a sharp twinge of jealousy in my chest as I look over the source of laughter. It's a feeling known to me, yet unlike me to feel this way. I know I ought to be thankful our guest, Orib, appears to get along with Jokana, but there's something in how the two interact that worries me. Their smiles are the kind that lifelong friends or devoted lovers share. They unabashedly act as if they're the only ones in the room. I'm going to try to see if I can encourage them to become friends. Nope. Just petered out. It's fine. It's not up to me to decide that for them anyway. Alright. This war. This war. It's my ally. That's good. Hopefully he stays near the coast. I may have to intercept a pretty strong army. I literally just predicted that. It's not that strong, though. I was actually expecting more. Scheme at court. So the heathen here has schemed again. Is this the same guy? Sir? Nope, it's the other guy. Listen, I get it. In the barbarian Christian lands, you scheme murders all the time, but it's not a thing that we accept here as normal behavior, alright? It's just not. Schemer discovered, the reclusive fiend. Okay, we did not catch them. That's fine. Hopefully our ally will come and make the difference here. There's the rest of it. Good. We want to cross over to here. Hopefully our ally will join us. We get this guy. So we want to grab all of what we have and use it to attack here. This is bad, though. Like, I don't know if it's super bad, but I don't think we win this. If he doesn't come for sure, this is 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. This is bad, but good. That was actually a good outcome. He was able to drive off our sieging army, but he wasn't able to beat our main army, which is not good for him, because it means we're likely to be able to push his troops down. Show Martin in at once, thank you. We are rivals with our own son right now, by the way, because of that random event. I don't know what we did to upset him, but it is actually extremely stressful that it happened. We gained the enemy banner. We'll keep it for money. Let's move up here. Oh, our friend died. Everything's falling apart all at once, just like last time. You are a true and loyal vassal. Every single time we stand up against... I've given him a hook, but he's only a wali, which is why I was willing to do that. He still has a certain charm, yes. Let's work. Let him try to become friends with us. I will accept your gift. Why are you mad at me, son? Like, what happened? Oh, you had a bad war and a bad treatment and an aggravated wound, but you're healthy enough that you're still fine in spite of all of that. Remember how we said we didn't want to put our son into the war because it would cause bad things to happen to him? Guess what? Bad things happened to him. I forgot that he was our knight. I should have removed him as our knight. We'll ransom this guy. I'm pardoning my wife. We need a worthy successor. Probably because our son no longer qualifies. We will seek a worthy successor. Where is our son? Forbid him. Send him the hell home. I can't believe we did that. That's what happens when you're getting old and you forget your plans and their purposes. And we've won, though. So our vain attempt to try to fight the Caliph again, which, by the way, did succeed, so vain might not be the right word, has not only resulted in us becoming overwhelmed with stress again, making us even more ill, but it has also alienated us from our son. My vassal in Algiers, is he Umayyad? Yes, my best friend. This vassal here, we'll take payment from him. This guy's Umayyad, we do not take payment from him. The favoritism is getting out of control, by the way. This is like deep favoritism now. He's an Umayyad, we do not take money from him. We will steal money from you. Was it worth it? Our son, our heir, was nearly slain in battle. He lost his leg. He's deeply wounded. All because we vainly sent him to war, in a war that we really didn't even need to do. I mean, we always imagined taking Egypt, but was it worth our son's leg? Was it worth him almost dying? I don't know. I don't think so. But with that, I think we're going to put an end to this episode. I am surprised that we lived through it, and that we will be going on forward one more time with the old man. I hope you join us for that episode, which most assuredly should be his last. I don't know how. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's actually possible we may hit the bottom of we may hit the bottom of Whole of Body, which is wild. Would never have expected it. Bye for now.